It really is a challenge. I think that it's, again, trying to observe rather than come in with a bias about how people are going to use spaces. Particularly, I mean, and it works for any scale of space. You could talk about a room and you could talk about a city in kind of the same manner, but you really need to observe that how people are actually using that. Because in turn, the forms that you create and the types of programming, which could be an economic programming like a retail experience, or a social programming of, you know, they do a yoga in the park now, which is really kind of a great way to use the urban room. And so I think that if you watch the way people are already naturally using spaces, you can make a lot of those design decisions. And I think that's where a lot of very sharp designers make that decision. And we tried to do this as much as possible in the condensed time frame to really observe, okay, what are the things happening here, and how do people really want to use this space? Or what are the needs that aren't being addressed currently in the community, particularly up in the northern part of our site around Tampa Heights? That what could we bring into that would help the community maybe in a way that isn't currently being addressed? The thing that interior designers bring to the table is that they are a designer that knows the most intimate human scale. So they know absolutely, you know, the most finite detail of how people are interacting, whether it's furniture or just spaces. I particularly work in commercial design right now, and it's just really important how people interact in that way, and that can immediately be applied to how people interact in urban spaces and at the scale of basically a neighborhood or a city.